Greetings, Slackers. September Man here. And today I wanted to talk about, there's a lot of things I want to talk about because I haven't been doing as many videos lately, but this is something that I have been wanting to talk about, and that is, what's going on with YouTube right now and this whole apocalypse thing. And, you know, you see the power that YouTube has because they're a monopoly. Who else can compete with them? And this whole row over advertisers, they're trying to protect brands, and brands are pulling advertisements because, their videos are being, or excuse me, their advertisements are showing up on, family friendly and child friendly, supposedly content. And so like this last week, I read a couple articles. They've been talking about this YouTube for kids, YouTube Kids. And so, there's videos in this, guess you could say, category of YouTube, and it's supposed to be child friendly, family friendly, safe type of stuff. And basically there's been this trend, this theme of videos that have been produced by, independent creators, some of them acting and dressing up in costumes, others, making cartoons that, mimic and mock. And so some of the characters are Disney characters and Marvel characters, and so they're calling it Elsa Gate. I think I might have got that off of TechCrunch or Mashable, one of them. And so these are videos that, they're showing up in the kid-friendly category of YouTube, but these videos are anything but friendly because of the content that's in them is adult-oriented. So you have characters that would normally be child-friendly under controlled circumstances being mocked and imitated and placed into adult situations with adult and, a potty and vulgar humor. And, you have parents who are getting upset at YouTube because, they can't slap a tablet down in front of their child and just let them have their way with YouTube without any kind of parental control. And I'm thinking to myself, because how many of you out there have been on YouTube all day? Raise your hand. Me? Okay. How many of you out there have been on YouTube all day, clicking from one video to the next that was over in the right side column that turned up everything from recommended or was associated similar, talking to some certain subject? I've done it. Have you? And how many of you out there have gone down, let's just say it's the dark path of YouTube, where you click on one thing and before you know it, you're like, my God, how in the hell did I get here? What in the hell am I looking at? Okay. It's just like you get there, you don't even have to go looking for it. You were sort of guided there. And so I have found and come across content that, quite frankly, maybe it was of a scientific nature, but it was still grotesque. Maybe it was of a political nature, but it was still grotesque. I mean, you name it. I've come across so much and by accident. And the deal is, YouTube is not for kids. It's not. The internet is not for kids. It's not. And these tech companies such as Facebook and Google, they really should stop trying to put in place and filter the internet and web searches, because the internet is wide open and it's not a place for kids. There's some things that should be left to adults and parents for them to decide. Parents should be smart and conscious enough to know that, you know what? I don't want my child watching television because I don't want their minds being exposed to harmful content or content that could, shape their opinion or perspective of the world in a way that I don't approve of. I don't have any kids, but I often think about if I was a parent, how would I be? So this is the kind of stuff that I think about. And you have a lot of parents, I've seen it when I go out, or better yet, you can even see it when you're on the highway traveling across the country. Kids are sitting in the back seat, maybe they're in their car seat, but they're looking at a tablet. They're in a restaurant and they're playing with mommy's smartphone. These smartphones and this technology and stuff, it's not for children. And YouTube, of all places, is not for kids. It's not. They should get rid of the whole YouTube Kids um, filter, okay? Because kids really shouldn't be on YouTube. But you got to understand something, that children are a very lucrative market, especially when it comes to advertising and brands. Brands want to associate with children very early. And I'm someone who went to school for graphic design. I hated marketing and advertising. And the reason why is because marketing and advertising, especially advertising, is very manipulative. And when you start thinking about the types of manipulation that goes into influencing you and exploiting certain behaviors out of you, we're talking about almost like some black magic in a way. And a lot of people don't know about this stuff. As of late, I've taken more of an interest in it because it's sort of like I want to understand it more. So there's a couple of books that I picked up, some that I'll recommend to you. I'm still working on trying to digest and get through them so I have a better understanding. But children are vulnerable, and parents should not be allowing their children to sit in front of a television and watch it all day. They should not be allowed to have access to a tablet or a smartphone that's connected to the internet. The internet is not a safe place, okay? It is a place that is adult oriented. There's parts of the web that are safe, and there's parts of it that just aren't, they're just not. And I'm not even talking about the dark web or the deep web, I'm talking about on the light side of the web, okay? What you have access to through Google or Yahoo. So, again, I just wanted to say, YouTube is not a place for kids. Yes, there's a lot of great educational content that can be sourced and found, but it's just not a place for kids. Parents have got to do a better job and not even allow their children to be on YouTube. You have parents who are trying to exploit their kids to make some money, and then you got children that have access to a computer and they're making videos and, putting them online without their parents' permission, or oversight. If you're a parent, would you allow your children to, be on a computer and be on YouTube? Do you think that it's wrong for them to be on a computer or YouTube or a smartphone? Leave all that for me down in the comment section below. I'll be interested in reading your thoughts and seeing what people think out there. And as always, that's going to do it for this video. I'll catch you in the next one.